Biden puts America last. Under Biden, 270,000 illegal aliens were detected charging across our border. It was like an invasion. In September alone, it's a record. Nobody's ever seen it. 270,000, that's larger than most cities. Millions have infiltrated since he took office. I believe the real number is 15 million people. You know, you hear 3, 4, 5 sometimes. I believe the number is 15 million. Many are terrorists. Many of them are terrorists. Other countries are emptying out their prisons, mental institutions, and insane asylums. They say, please, sir, please don't use the name insane asylum. That's Silence of the Lambs stuff, you know? Hannibal Lecter was from an insane asylum. They said, sir, that's very tough. Of course, it's true, right? Yes, it's true, but it's a very tough. I said, then I'll say it if it's true. They're emptying out their mental institutions, insane asylums, their prisons, and their jails. And you have many, many thousands of terrorists pouring into our country. And I'll tell you, does anybody want to hear the snake? Because, you know, we have it. And people, they always want to hear the snake, but I love it. I think it's so emblematic of what we're going through because we're allowing people in our country that are going to do great harm to us someday. And we're going to get them the hell out. We're going to have the largest deportation effort you've ever seen. But I'll do it because I heard somebody just scream, could we have the snake, sir? Said, have you heard it before? Yes, maybe 10 times. But a lot of, who hasn't heard the snake? Okay, good. You know, it's like 25% of the room. So what it is it represents people coming into our country, the wrong people. Many of the people coming in, I would say a majority, because these countries, I know the presidents, the prime ministers, I know the dictators, I know they're all very street smart people. They're not sending their good people. They're sending others. But they are emptying out their jails, their prisons, their mental institutions, and they're coming into our country. We're like a dumping ground, and nobody does anything about it. And we are going to be suffering for a long time, but we're going to get them the hell out of here. We have no choice, because no country can sustain this. Forgetting about just the crime danger, which is tremendous. You see what they're doing to the cities. What they're doing. They're ravaging the cities. And you know, these cities, some of these liberal guys, they're all liberal Democrats running the cities, and it's incredible. They're putting them in luxury hotels. They're putting them in the finest hotels in the world. And our veterans are sleeping out on the street, dying, okay? So this is very emblematic, and we'll go and just have a little fun with it. What's fun about something so bad? But we got to make the best of where we are. Because in November of next year, we have to win that election. We can't play games. And you're going to go to those polls, and you're going to make sure you don't see boxes pouring in and votes pouring in and people with wheelbarrows carrying votes all over the place. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Poor thing, she cried, I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and soon as she arrived, she found the pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, you truly would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying, thank you, ma'am, the snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, but why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake, before you took me in. Right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? We know what we're getting. The prisons, the mental institutions. When it happens, you're going to remember the snake. We don't get in, we're not going to have a country. Let me tell you, we're not going to have a country. So we have to get in. We have no choice. Upon my inauguration, it's our inauguration, I will terminate every open borders policy of the Biden administration and begin the largest domestic deportation operation in American history. It's no wonder the far-left lunatics are getting desperate to stop our movement by any means necessary. Do you